Waking up is hard to do when you know you're about to spend 7 hours locked in a building while the rest of the world is going on without you. High school is a mix of good and bad. You may not like most of the people, but you have to admit that's good practice for the real world, where there are people you don't get along with, people who have different values, and people who are just plain rude. There are lots of groups and cliques in school, but you can find your own niche and your own group of friends. My niche includes a bunch of weird people.
School is primarily that. School. We're taking classes and learning things that, supposedly, we're going to be using for the rest of our lives, though I'm not sure what purpose knowing how to graph transformations of sine and cosine functions is going to play in my future career, since I want to be a writer. Like Kinsey said, there are a lot of weird people in high school. I'm excited for college because you get to take classes for yourself, not just for graduation requirements. You get to explore the world around you, figuring out exactly what you want your life to be about and what you want to do with it. I realize that this might be wildly idealistic, yeah, but I don't really care. As John Green said in Looking for Alaska, imagining the future is a kind of nostalgia. You spend your whole life stuck in the labyrinth, thinking about how you'll escape it one day and how awesome it'll be. And imagining the future keeps you going, but you never do it. You just use the future to escape the present. I agree with this point, except when it comes to high school. School is all about preparation for life and the twists and turns that it throws at you every single day. I feel like teenagers should be allowed, encouraged even, to imagine the future. Sometimes that hope is all they have in the midst of a terrible situation. High school is the springboard for adulthood and everything that goes with it. It's about figuring out who you are, who you want to be, where you're headed, and where you really want to go. It makes me sad when people cut their lives short, just as they're discovering who they are, before they've even gotten a true taste of what the real world is all about. High school is a dim reflection of reality, and a reflection never tells the whole story.
I just want everybody who's watching this video to know that if you like high school, that's fine. If you don't like high school, that's fine. If you don't particularly care for it, but you don't hate it either, that is fine. The point is that high school will not dominate the rest of your life. It's one little part of it. When you think about it, high school is just one big monotonous mess. You go to class, you go in the hallway, you go in class, you go in the hallway, you go to lunch. You go in the hallway, you go to class, you go to the hallway. It's just one big bunch of boring. And that's why when you get out of school, you just feel so free. You just feel so free. And I know some people have bad home lives, but even that just little time in between school and home, when you're walking out or when you're going on the bus, where you can just zone out and forget about what happened that day, that is my favorite part of the day. Just remember, survive it the best you can in whatever ways you need to. Make friends. Friends are nice. But remember, it's a little part of your big life.